Greetings and salutations, fellow humanoids, and welcome back to our Let's Play series of Hearts of Iron 4 using the Rt56 mod as the Kingdom of Italy, Episode 8. We're right where we left off, in which Afghanistan and the Soviet Union has capitulated, and now we're moving over to the Far East to take down China. That sounds simple enough, right? I'm sure it isn't. First things first, let's see what we have here in terms of political power. We have 150, but I'm actually going to wait until we have 175. The reason why, I would like to get cultural norms, which gives us a 7.5% bonus to factory output. The rest is nice too. The ideology drift defense we don't care about. Resource gain efficiency is pretty decent, but yeah, 7.5 to factory output is pretty huge, so I'll go with that. Our troops are regrouping and forming a nice cohesive line against the Chinese front, and we also have a Japanese-led offensive up here, but we have some troops mobilizing to see to them as well. So yeah, let's let the game do her thing. Ooh, most of Russia is getting out of control in terms of resistance. Looks like I decided to blink. Yikes, we're gonna have to up our oversight here in Russia. So let's go to local police force. Hopefully that'll help, but we'll definitely have some equipment missing. Luckily, we put a division on Vladivostok, so the Japanese won't be catching us with our pants down today.
Avanzate!
Let's redeploy the Alpini to the eastern front, far eastern front. Seems that the Japanese have landed up north, but they're far from any ports, so they'll probably starve and de-org before they are able to do any real damage. It seems we have to grab a strait to get into Sakhalin. When dealing with a strait, you have to be very careful because the defenders get a huge bonus. But it actually seems like they might be moving out. It seems that they did a strategic redeployment, so their organization dropped to 0. So let's do a little headstrong force attack right here. And yeah, it looks like we can break them. Beautiful. That'll make it much easier to take this island fortress. Alright, we have enough political power for cultural norms. Beautiful. This will reduce our stability a bit, unfortunately, but the output is very good. This might take a while.
Attento!
Alright, we got some improved mountain infantry. Beautiful. Let's go for level 3. Just keep increasing them. Speaking of which, where are the Alpini? Ah, they're making it just over Western Mongolia over here. Since Mongolia is so mountainous, how about we put the Alpini around here? Have them grab the rough stuff. Let's increase our suppression, because the resistance is a bit of a problem. Yikes. Okay, seems that it's stabilizing, thankfully. Let's see about getting somebody in the Far East as well on resistance suppression. As you can see, by the time the Japanese made it towards us, they've completely de-orged, so they are completely vulnerable and so wasted their divisions. Sending one guy, mop him up. Rip.
Ordini?
That reminds me, Julio here now has a trickster and enough terrain perks to be able to grab himself improvisation expert. Will be very good in combination with the mountaineers.
Ordini?
Ooh, there's a lot of troops in Western Mongolia over here. Well, we're breaking them, crazily enough. Are we done with our construction queue? Beautiful. Let's go back to the motherland. Let's make a whole bunch of military factories. Just a little bit of synthetic refineries. to top it all off. Beautiful. Winter training in Finland is done. Very good, since we're in December in what is northern Mongolia. Must be pretty cold. That is done. I wonder if we should go down the colonial investments part of the focus tree now. Oh, actually, before I forget, Smoke had given me the suggestion of going down the militarized Rome protocols. However, I have to not be in a faction. Ooh, so I can't go down that route quite yet. But we'll get around to that eventually, if we don't botch things up in the meantime. Okay. Okay, so this will pretty much increase all of our colonies in Africa. Colonies represent a great economic opportunity, from oil-filled soils in Libya to the iron and gold reserve in Eritrea. We should seek to increase our colonial investments. It's going to add building slots in all of them, and there's some other interesting bonuses down the line we'll get to. Looks like we're ready for our next dispersed industry. That's great. And our L8 tank's going to be ready in a day. Boom, new light tank model. Beautiful. That's too far in advance. Let's get some new cannons underway.
Attento.
Let's grab our boy Annibal here. Let's make sure to garrison all of the important ports in the Far East, because the Japanese are going to be constantly trying to naval invade us. We want to make sure they don't grab a foothold. Such as the north over here. That's annoying. That's going to be problematic, because we're going to have trouble using ships in this area due to Japan. That's going to slow us down quite a bit. You know the Italian army is lost when you're fighting in the far eastern Russia, northern Siberia. Yikes. Captured a French operative, once again. Nothing new there. North Sakhalin oil deposits. Sure. Let's do some aluminum in Stalingrad while we're at it. I don't know if we'll hold on to the territory after the war, but we don't lose much doing it. Let's use our excessive XP here to send some reports to manufacturers. Let's go with small arms. Oh dear. It's a big invasion by the Japanese. Our former allies. Well, good luck to them. They're going to starve to death. Let's let them walk around a bit. Colonial investments is done. Let's see about here. Explosive factories. That gives a lot of military factories. Nice. And this one is for resources, oil, and a few civilian factories. Let's go down the military side of things. So let's modernize Ethiopian roads. Our new colony, Ethiopia, has a fairly old railway system, the best example being the Franco-Ethiopian railway line, which takes more than 36 hours to travel from Addis Ababa to Djibouti. We shall upgrade these roads with the help of new rail cars developed by Fiat. Beautiful. Got a new medium tank. Very cool. Let's get some logistics companies going. We really need the reduction in supplies. Let's fortify Toyohara here, because it's going to be under frequent attack, in my opinion. Oola. Let's keep expanding our special forces training programs. Yet again, we have too much military XP, so let's spend some on our tanks. Call it the L8 Plus. From the looks of it, Japan didn't lose that many ships and is now at 250. Might have even more ships than us.
Pronto.
Italo Garibaldi was wounded. Unfortunate. Oh, seems we got Japanese boats in the Mediterranean now. This could get serious in a second. Can we fuel all of our submarines at the same time in the Mediterranean, I wonder? Another little Japanese invasion here. That will be doomed to fail unless they take that port. Let's keep an eye on it. Right, we're sinking some ships in the Mediterranean, but we're not encountering any of the Japanese navies, so maybe they were just passing through. Oh, looks like we got the opportunity for encirclement over here. Got it. Okay. Let's close this pocket. Is that 8 divisions there? Oof. Austria wants to help. That's welcome. The finished Litoranea Libica, so a Libyan railroad, I would imagine. During the Great Depression, the government greatly developed infrastructure and set up public works throughout Libya to improve the conditions of the settlers who had been there for several decades. In the 1930s, the Litoranea Libica project was launched, a road linking the entire Mediterranean coast. The latter is ready to be completed and will thus be able to link most of the major Libyan cities. Very cool. The Japanese sure love their naval invasions. I swear it was really problematic when they joined the enemies. Okay, so we built a few airstrips in the Far East. Let's grab our maritime patrol planes and send them all over here to Sakhalin. Oof, attrition in the mountains is pretty darn rough. Now, if we keep driving a wedge through Mongolia like that, we're gonna chop off a serious part of the Chinese army. So let's try and do that. Actually, maybe we could pull off using Mengjiang. Maybe we could drive a wedge from east here all the way to here, and from the west from here all the way to there, and we'll be able to cut off the entire northern front of the Chinese army. Ooh, I like that idea. Okay, we're gonna need a little bit more troops here. So you go like this all the way to there.
Ordini. Comandi.
Whoopsie daisy.
Li respingiamo, signore.
Of course, make sure you don't get encircled at the same time.
Li respingiamo, signore.
Looks like we got the northern army here in the eastern part of Siberia on the run. So let's try and push them out through the mountains. That'll make the pushing much easier on us.
Ordini.
We're actually moving faster than them through the mountains. We might be able to overrun them since they're trying to retreat to friendly territory, but we move faster through the mountains. Yeah, they are incapable of regrouping, so let's make sure we keep up the pressure here. Let's make sure to reduce our line on the Alpini here. We need them driving the southern wedge.
Ordini.
Alright, let's see the supplies in this area. How did it go? Never start a land war in China? Well, I didn't start it.
You fell victim to one of the classic blunders. The most famous is never get involved in a land war in Asia.
Alright, let's see here. Let's take off the anti-tank on our main infantry 20, and let's replace it with some logistics. That should help our supply issues. And I think we have enough motorized in reserve for that. Yep, only cost us like 500. It's chump change. Supplies are stabilizing in Mongolia. Alright, let's get some explosives. To support not only the troops defending East Africa, but also our entire army, the expansion of our explosive production capabilities is necessary. Ethiopia, whose road modernization has boosted its economic development, would be perfect for this. What could go wrong? Explosive factories and colonies.
Comandi.
Nice try.
Avanzate.
You get bopped. And you get bopped as well. Goodbye. Only a few convoys here or there that are getting sunk. All in all, we're making good progress. And once we chop off the north here, pushing into the more modernized side of China shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Sì, signore. Ordini. Pronto.
Oh my god, this division is taking so much damage! Oh my god. It's gonna actually die, I think. Ooh, you might have saved it. No, it was destroyed. Wow. Okay, doing a last stand there might have been a mistake. The division took so much damage that it was annihilated. That's something you don't see every day. Alright, the wedge over here is complete. We just need a little bit more over here, but the push is being made difficult by the terse resistance of our enemies. Let's see, let's reduce this line once again. The ranger is going too far up north. And we're gonna have to train some new Alpine divisions, actually. Since they defended themselves a little bit too hard and died. Alright, we got a whole bunch of factories to our name. That's beautiful. What's the biggest issue right now? It's artillery still, and light tanks. Light tanks are really falling behind.
Formazione.
If we could just get 2 more provinces, we'll get the encirclement we're looking for. Our dudes is wounded, unfortunate. Explosives are done here. Let's go for the Tripoli explosive factory. Many businesses were opened by the Italian settlers of Tripolitania and Cyrenaica. Among them is the production of Tripoli explosives, which could prove very useful for the Italian army. Yep, blow shit up. Come on.
Pronto, signore.
It'll all be worth it in a second, boys.
Ordini.
Just hold, damn you. That's it. Come on, hold that tile.
Formazione.
Alright, the northern front is now encircled as far as I can tell. Yeah, they do not have military access through Mengjiang. So they will begin starving a big time, all of these divisions up here. Alright, with 150 XP, I think I want to switch over to a naval theorist. Just for the naval XP and research speed. Oof. Yeah, we took a lot of casualties against China. Oh yeah, they're all taking attrition now. Now, I may have mentioned it before, but it seems we have lost the eye on the ball here of reforming the Roman Empire. But it's not all for loss. The reason being is that after all of this kerfuffle going on, we're going to have some very strong puppets to our name, which will allow us to curb stomp the French alliance and the Allies, hopefully. They are, however, consolidating their forces, and they will just be building, so they will be quite powerful by the time we go to war. However, sitting on their hands will not help in terms of military XP on their side either. Oh, in Road to 56, you could increase the reliability of your support equipment. Very nice. Okay, let's definitely do that. Let's increase the reliability of our Fiat series. Only costs 100 XP too. Good deal. It was patched out of Hearts of Iron 4 to be able to increase the reliability of your equipment. Something that I actually really missed. And look how the cookie crumbles. Colonial rifles, let's go. Okay, we got some Swedish boys helping us out here. Very nice.
Pronto all'azione.
Let's close these pockets here.
Pronto all'azione.
They're stuck against the border of Ma Clique, which is not in the Chinese faction. Good for us. Got more support companies. Let's keep increasing all our support companies. Catch up to that backlog we have. You can see. Still nothing too interesting in the Mediterranean, just convoys here or there. We are hurting their economy by doing this. I just wish that they tried to slip in some warships, maybe some submarines. Mongolia has capitulated, giving us a whole bunch of guns. Beautiful. Ooh, interesting. Spain has joined the Allies. That's not good for us. Actually, before I forget, our trusty Camel Corps that we have not put to use yet, we'll be giving a logistics company. This will definitely help in the future. So let's encircle all this and reform our line since it is a mess.
Avanzate! Avanzate!
We'll just micro a little bit, try and get some terrain here. Push back the enemy, push back the enemy. Crush them, kill them, squeeze them. All a nice day. With this, their casualties will skyrocket.
Continuate ad avanzare.
Damn it, men, stop getting shot. Have to keep a little bit more men up here so that we could move around from our garrison, because you don't want to move from this tile because you'll lose your entrenchment bonus.
Ordini.
Actually, let's grab some extras in the Teutonic levies and send them east to help our boy Annibal here. So let's send them far over here. It'll take a while for them to get here, but they'll help out. We need a little bit more men. But we don't want to stretch it too much. Supplies are pretty thin down here, so you want to be cost effective in your deployment of troops. Despite our heavy casualties, I think we've did a cost effective offensive here.
Ordini.
Provisionary state of Anatolia joins the Northern Lights. No shit. Turkey has joined our faction. Or has it? Excuse me? Hey, where'd the Swedes go? Damn it. Stay put. Oopsie daisy. Now, the enemies are breaking our ciphers a lot. I did not form a cryptology department, that's why. Okay, so you want to form a cryptology department if you have the industrial power. The reason being is that the enemies will decrypt your ciphers and will gain momentary large bonuses to attack. So yeah, that's an overlook on my side. Oopsie. Are we on infantry equipment? Very good, actually. So let's stay on upgrades. So basically just convert stuff from the stockpile, which will make us make a huge amount of guns per day by refitting and upgrading basic weaponry that we already have. Ooh, we are out of manpower. Ooh, adaptable. Our boys are getting all the good traits. Alright, we got some free civilian factories. That means that everything is going good in our industry side. Let's turn Vladivostok into our field, our base of operations for our invasions in the Far East. That means maxing out infrastructure, and the airport already is. Beautiful.
Ordini.
Let's see here. Let's put just about all of the Alpini over here. Time to go all the way here. Oops. Let's have them charge all the way up here and maybe not take Beijing, actually. No, it's Nanjing, their capital. Oops, my mistake. No issue there.
Mantenete le distanze. Attento.
Can't get logistics wizard, unfortunate. Ooh, expert delegator, hell yeah. Get an organization first, and charismatic. And all the good traits of a field marshal.
Ordini.
I think I even have room for another. Wow. Hopefully we'll get logistics wizard before long.
Pronto, signore.
Send some panzer divisions to the Chinese front. German tanks will help us out. Alright, let's start breaking China's cipher. Let's see how they like it. New interception group. Let's go for cryptology level. Are the Chinese still getting a deciphering bonus, I wonder? Ooh, that's a heavy invasion right there. I think we can hold. Ooh. We did bomb their naval invasion a bit. That was good. I mean, let's go back to the naval side of the focus tree. Get some research bonuses right here. Improve the fleet's projection. We cannot simply hope that our submarines will be enough to dominate the Mediterranean. Funny they would choose that. If we want to make it our area of influence, we must project as much power as possible into it with the use of larger ships. Sure, I agree. I do believe our navy will be seriously, how can I say, left behind. As in, we didn't focus on it at all due to all the land wars we're taking part in. But we're gonna have to amp that up, that's for sure. Actually, let's start doing some research here or there. It seems that the Chinese no longer have the advantage of our cipher, which is a great start pushing back. Ooh, that's what you want to see. Getting rid of the nasty border gore really pleases the eye, doesn't it? Ooh,
Pronto.
move here.
Comandi.
We have a opportunity for a huge encirclement. I love how we're using the country of Mengjiang as like an anvil on which to do encirclements on the enemy. Like so.
Riparatevi.
We could stop now.
Pronto all'azione.
And you guys can stop too. Let them panic a little bit. By all means, try and break out.
Ordini.
I think we encircled the entire Chinese army. Ooh. Oh yeah, he's running out of divisions. Let's just let him starve, that way we'll take less casualties. Takes a bit more time, but you know, it's worth it. They should start taking some heavy attrition up here. And the Teutonic divisions have made it.
Formazione.
Welcome to the fray, Germany. Naval invasion once again. Let's let them do their work. That's it. Hold the line, men. So 14, 17 divisions right here. Mwah, delicious.
Pronto. Avanti. Avanzate.
Start breaking them.
Pronto all'azione.
Some of our new Alpini divisions are back, filling up the ranks of the lost men. They shall be remembered.
Pronto all'azione. Sì, signore.
I do not think we could overstate the participation of the Alpini divisions in this war.
Pronto all'azione.
Alright, let's grab these guys, these, and these. Form a line here. Go there, and push. Where are these guys getting supply, I wonder? Oop. There. Ah.
Attento.
Ooh. I wasn't around to see that happen. Unfortunate. That's all good.
Ordini. Pronto, signore.
Just use some makeshift bridges to help over the rivers in this area. Ambrogio Hannibal Badoglio shot down Moose. Our latest mission over Manchuria was a great success for the Italian Air Force in more than one aspect. Reports have come in highlighting Ambrogio Hannibal Badoglio's heroic deed, managing to outwit the Chinese pilot Chen Qian, known as Moose. Hannibal used himself as bait and lured Moose into a trap where the Italian pilots were able to dive on Moose's squadron. Hannibal proceeded to outmaneuver the Chinese aircrafts, and with a single burst sent Moose spiraling from the skies of Manchuria. Chen Wuxian was a feared pilot with many Italian lives on his conscience. This is a great victory and shows that when we rally behind great heroes, they perform great deeds. Cool. So we are caught up on everything except artillery, huh? Alright, more artillery it is. We have even more factories to our name, so let's start making some armored cars. What we're going to do with that is expand the RIMP, our garrison divisions, and start putting armored cars in them. This will enable us to increase our suppression without too much of an issue. Ooh, speaking of which, Afghanistan. Ooh, forgot about Afghanistan. 53%, yikes. Yep, we have to increase our suppression here, and the garrisons are really draining our manpower. That is unfortunate. As our divisions are quite beat up, we're out of manpower, but China is following under our fist. Would you look at that? So I think we made some good progress in this episode. This is where I'm going to leave it. The timer's been running for quite a while. A very long while, actually. Yikes. That's going to be fun to edit. Well, that was a mess and a half. We're lost in the Far East, fighting a war that we didn't completely want to participate in the first place. But it seems that the whole going to war against Russia may have had some more ramifications than we were ready to take on. Our manpower is currently at 0, which is our hugest issue. Our army is severely lacking in strength because of that. So we're going to have to start maybe disbanding some divisions in order to consolidate our other forces. And see to that. I'm going to think about how we're going to approach this until the next episode. After we're done with China, we might have to take over Brazil. Brazil will be less of an issue than China, I imagine, but still, it's a pain in the butt. I'm looking forward to getting this war over with and moving on back to Europe as the theater of war, but each thing in its time. Hopefully we'll have some very strong puppets under our arm to help us in our ambitions. That being said, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. So take it easy, everybody. Have a good one. Wash your hands, and I'll see you around. Bye now.